we see peace in Israel? What do you say, Pastor Melvin?
Well, I got away into this question. Pastor Columbus, thank you so much for what you were just sharing about Jerusalem, about Israel. The question is, will we see peace? Well, we have to understand that our idea of peace as humans is not God's idea of peace. God's idea of peace is his will being completed, that the promises that he set forth are coming to pass. Now, sometimes when we go through those things, there's challenges that come with it. And unfortunately, Israel is going through some of that right now. But it does not change the promise of God. I pray for all of those families who are hurting, who have lost so many loved ones, those who have been captured. But yes, there will be peace in Israel, but it will not look like what we thought it would. But it will not change the purpose of God.
Wow.
It will not change the promise of God. Israel is his chosen. That will never change. God wants his peace by having his will performed as it was designed. He said, my word changed not. I'm the same yesterday, today, and forever. So to answer that question, yes, there will be peace.
Hallelujah. And we certainly believe in God for it. Pastor Tim, please help us with this. We are in the middle of so much happening right now. Will there be peace in Israel?
Yes, there will be peace in Israel, but it's going to happen when Jesus comes, when he comes down on the Mount of Olives, and that's when the final and full peace is going to be issued. There might be temporary peace accords and seasons of peace, but I mean, just since in more recent history, since Israel has been recognized as a nation, organized in 1948, their existence has been more defined by unrest and war than has by peace. And so that final lasting peace is not going to come until Jesus comes. So, but yeah, it's a great question.
Thank you for that. Pastor Jeff, your final thoughts on this. William is concerned. Will we see peace? And I even want to make sure we're asking it correctly, because just like Pastor Tim just said, we'll see it when Jesus returns. But when that happens, if we are where we're supposed to be in God, we'll be raptured up. So will we see peace in Israel?
Yeah, I guess we'll see it from our lofty perch where we've been caught up to meet him in the air, and ever shall we be.
Yes, sir.
The Bible tells us in Psalm 122, verse 6, to pray for the peace of Israel. And so we certainly should pray for it. But Jesus himself said, I didn't come to bring peace on the earth, but a sword. So I think we have to make sure that we understand that peace is the product of a show of force. And so there will be a lot of war and unrest, but through that, God is victorious, his church is victorious, and ultimately the people of Israel will be victorious. And on the other side of that victory is the millennial reign. And yes, at that point, there will be peace.
Wow. Thank you so much, William, for sending in that question, and I'm sure you've received some clarity from these tremendous pastors.